Hey, it's working. All right. Okay, thank you. Set it up. Oh, sorry guys, hold on. This thing's being dumb. Okay, yeah. We good? We're all set. Hey, it's working. Okay, I don't need to hear all that. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay, good. So, welcome. Trailer Punk Podcast presents Messiah of Evil. It's probably backwards, but anyways. Amazing movie. Very underrated. Before we get started, I want to thank everybody for checking out my new podcast with Zamzams. Incredible interview. Please check that out. I got an upcoming interview this Sunday with Nervous Gender Reloaded. I'll be off the weekend of Fourth of July weekend, and then July 14th, I'll be interviewing Joe Castro, special effects artist, and directed Terror Tunes and a couple of other movies out. We'll get into that later on. So I'm really excited. So yeah, let's get started on the movie. I hope you guys can see this. Let me see. Oh, sorry guys. Hold on. I want to make sure. Oh man, where am I? There I am. Okay. Let me make sure you guys can see the uh I'm sorry guys, hold on. Show. I'm guessing, let me make sure you guys can see this real quick. I know. I'm sorry. I'm being a pain. I apologize. Why do I look dumb? I look dumb on the phone. So, okay. So here, let me fix this. Every time, every time I gotta fix this dumb thing. Let's see. Nope, don't need that. Show my screen, please. Oh, let me check if I got the, let's see. Tools. Yeah, show the screen. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Very unprofessional. Okay, start share. Okay, there we go. Yes, share. Okay, that is it. Okay, let's start the movie. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I feel like I do this every time. So, uh, what a great movie. Have you seen anybody ever seen this one yet? Comment below if you have. Hmm. I do look like Elvis from that angle. Nice corduroy coat jacket. Corduroy jacket. Again, we're watching Messiah of Evil. There's a lot of good lighting schemes in this. A lot of blues and reds. Don't trust anybody. Never. Okay, that's a little weird. Yep, there it is. Red.
They say
I used to use this
that
as a opener.
nightmares are dreams
If
perfected.
you want to check that out,
I've told them
I have
here,
a live
what
practice
nightmare?
on my YouTube
but they
page,
don't believe
and
me.
I would add
They
to it.
nod.
Or
And they
start my
put
shows
little
off
notes
with
in
a
my file.
quote,
And they watch me now,
monologue,
waiting
what do we
for me
call it?
to
Sample.
scar my breasts, to eat insects maybe, or to lift my dress like some crazy old woman and urinate on the floor. But there's so little
So
time
weird to
left.
hear it without
You've got to
reverb
listen.
and me playing the synthesizer with it.
Not far from here, there's a small town on the coast. They used to call it New Bethlehem, but they changed the name to Point Dune after the moon turned blood red. Point Dune doesn't look any different than 1,000 other neon stucco towns. What
So,
happened
the
there?
writer and director of
What they
this
did
went
to
off to
me.
start working with George Lucas.
What they're doing now?
American Graffiti.
They're coming here.
Howard the Duck.
They're waiting at the edge of the city.
Indiana Jones.
They're peering around buildings at night. And they're waiting. They're waiting for you. And they'll take you one by one, and no one will hear you scream.
Great. Yeah. Not release the very end. Synthesizer, soundtrack. I think Criterion showing this too.
I went there looking for my father. He used to spend winters in Point Dune painting. Then, after my mother died, he stayed, and his letters became our only contact. Until recently, when his letters became more and more bizarre and finally stopped.
I have little time now. I can't write again. You mustn't worry. And please, you must promise not to follow
Sounds like a
me.
bad book on tape.
I'm afraid to see people anymore. It's better that I wait alone for it to come.
How much was gas? It's a nice gas pump. It's really clean. Mobile. Mobile. That's totally normal. Nothing, nothing. So nothing.
Fill her up?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it. Your dirty hands and your little
Dogs.
spritz.
Stray dogs.
That'll do it.
Has to be dogs.
Yeah.
I've hunted in them woods out there. Nothing but quail and rabbits.
Done been hunting wood
Rabbits
out
don't make
here.
that sound.
Ding dong
It's Point Dune
diddly
ahead,
ding.
isn't it?
Why do you want to go to Point Dune?
Been visiting somebody there?
I can't understand why anybody would want to go to Point Dune visiting. I mean, it's just a piss poor little town. It's deader than hell.
Sounds like Troy. Red rock. Gonna shoot at those cans. He's mad at these cans. He's
You
trying to shoot
forgot.
these cans.
Hello there. Fill her up?
$2. No knock.
Yes,
$2. Outside. $2. Oh. What? That guy. What?
Machine's broke, lady. Don't you have any cash?
Well, no, but this is.
That's all right, forget it.
Oh,
Get out!
Don't. Your money.
Get your stamps?
That guy's tall, unless he's just standing on the ledge. Is this sponsored by Mobile? Oh. Hello. Yeah. Like all the fun and hijinks that we used to pull in PLE and Walmart. If they turn the lights off, save the electricity if you're gonna kill a guy. A lot of red paint. Why didn't they ever go off and do more horror movies? I'm busy working with bitches. I can cover the duck. Cover the duck. A nice blue hue. The lighting's getting pretty good. Oh, got a boat. Not one. Right off the ocean. That's his house being an artist. Man. He must make good money. Huge. I can make money like that. Oh. Nice. Nice pose.
Father? Father?
Oh.
Father?
Pretty good. All art. Thank God. They put their bed up on trees. Have it hanging. Ooh, that'd be creepy. Why would you have that on the walls? I mean, I could see like the building, bridge, people just staring at you. That's escalated though. What plans? Yeah, no record baby. Thanks. Question. Design.
June 30th. For 3 nights now, I haven't slept. I don't know how much longer I can keep this
Our
up.
book has become his
Visions coming from areas of my mind that I don't understand. July 2nd. These grotesque images keep crowding in on me. At night, I find myself wandering alone in town, catching glimpses of horrid animals I know can't be there. And along the dark beach, faces haunt me. Pale women with sleepless eyes and
Just going through
shadowy figures staring toward the black water.
Maybe one of those video nasties.
He didn't return that night. I walked along the beach in the morning, as I'm sure he must have,
Probably doesn't know.
coming out of the nightmares he spoke of,
Very disrespectful.
back into the daylight.
I think so. Was this ever a video nasty? Nope. Oh, fuck.
I drove into town later. It was hot already. I saw an art gallery and I thought they might know my father. The art dealer was blind. Her fingers moved like a pale spider over my face.
Woody Allen?
Joseph Lang? Do I know who he is? We do get magazines in Point Doon, which some of us can even read.
Well, I meant I'm looking for him,
Wolves.
and I thought maybe you knew him personally.
Point Doon isn't an artist colony. I heard he did take people out there, mostly women,
Women.
but they weren't from Point Doon.
Oh.
There were some people in this morning looking for your father, which means some people do like his brand of art.
Who were they?
I don't know. Strangers. I think they're staying at the Seven Seas.
The local Red Roof Inn.
I'm as old as the hills. Mama delivered me herself. She took me from between her legs.
House on a hill.
Bloody little mess. Just about to feed me to the chickens.
Why was no?
And Daddy said, maybe we could use a boy, Lottie.
That's like a big crazy person.
That's how I came into the world.
Excuse me. They said at the gallery that you were looking for Joseph Lang. He's my father, and I just...
Just come in and close the door.
All I want to know is if you know...
Close the door.
He was actually a gay man. He was in the Gay Deceivers.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Hard to remember back on things, but I remember the red moon my daddy told me about only once. Mama gave him a bad look when he talked about it. He was only a boy himself then. He called it the blood moon. He said that was the night that he lost religion. He learned that man could do horrible things
Okay.
like animals.
I'm really hungry. I got the munchies.
Shut up. Go ahead, Charlie. What about the moon?
100 years ago, the moon
What did they
started
call
turning
it?
red
Hold
up
on.
in the
I was
sky.
reading
And
about it on.
things began to happen.
Was
It was
did
like-
they call him a debutante?
The red of the moon got up there, the closer
Forget
the
what they
people
call
were
it.
being jerked toward hell. Or the people started bleeding out of control. They
An
found children
aristocrat.
eating raw meat. It was like the town was festering with
You work.
an open sore until the night that they came down out of the canyon. And
Two extremely provocative, groupie-like female companions.
I gotta go.
Oh, Jesus.
Make the wine, Charlie.
Take the wine.
Thanks for you.
No, there was a time, I looked it up. Long-haired dandy. A dandy. A dandy is a man who places particular importance upon physical appearance, much like myself.
I'm looking for my father. Do you know him?
I know of him.
They told me at the gallery.
We
Man
drove
of
by the
mystery.
gallery this morning. I happened to see one of your father's works in the window. I didn't know that he lived here.
They didn't have any of his paintings there.
Well, that's popularity. Because they did this morning. I offered to buy one, and the old woman said they weren't for sale. As a matter of fact, it was a portrait of you.
Tom likes to collect things.
Like old trunks.
Oh,
Fashioned retort.
What's a retort?
Tony, you're half girl, half child, and half wit.
Sit on it, sister.
Don't be afraid.
no.
I'm an ugly old man, but I'm harmless.
Old man.
It's about your daddy. They mustn't hear me. I'm fooled. I get drunk, sleep on the sidewalk like a dog, and they let me be. I ain't crazy. Hello, Charlie.
So,
What about my
oh, the
father?
Maltese Fountain, yeah.
You have to kill him.
That's not how to know Rosemary's Baby. Killing the big sleep.
Can't bury him. Don't put him in the ground. You gotta burn him. You gotta put fire to his body.
I don't know what to say, but I think he was. That or Outer Limits.
I spent the afternoon in town asking about my father. The reaction was always the same.
Was it?
People would only stare or shake their heads and back away.
July 6th. Our Letty called this morning. I listened to her, but couldn't let her know I was here.
Bad.
My voice would have terrified her. At times, I make noises which
You
don't
gotta
seem
do it.
human. And my mind is letting go. I try to remember the past. My daughter.
Swing
I
back
can't.
over it.
Instead, I think of death.
Think of
Always death.
we all. Creepy. On the wall, just staring at you. You have all the lights on in the house. Probably not be able to sleep like that. Or it's supposed to be morning. Did I screw this up? Who's there? Father. This is father. Maybe it's bigger than. So one suit.
What are you doing here?
I need a change of clothes.
So comfortable, I didn't want to wake you. You're very pretty when you sleep.
Get your nakedness out of my house.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Only kids.
Wanna come?
No.
Later.
Like, just walking people's houses. I'm gonna make here.
I'm willing to pay. We had a little trouble at the motel. You remember the old gentleman who was telling us the story?
Of course I do. He was mad.
Perhaps, but when they found him this afternoon, he was dead. Police came and questioned us. Needless to say, they weren't very understanding, what with me and my two traveling companions. And then suddenly, every other motel locked and shuttered its windows. You're the only other person we know.
What happened to the old man?
They found his body in the alley. He must have passed out or something. Police theorized that it must have been dogs. Well, they found his body half eaten.
Why is everybody naked? Yeah.
I let them stay.
That's a good shot. Good angle.
I never understood why. It was as if I'd come into a foreign town where I didn't speak the language
entire time.
and was sharing a house with people I'd have never met in my other life.
Would you like some more?
Yes, thank you.
Pattern, yeah.
Wind is strange.
It's like the Sirocco. Blows across the Mediterranean from Africa. I was born in Portugal, in a castle.
I thought it was a villa in Spain.
My mother was a Portuguese aristocrat. My father was rich and American. I have a castle that stands above the sea. One of our legends tells it.
Tom, what are we doing in this shitty place?
I don't know, really. As I was saying, every race has their legends. The Romans, the Greeks, even the folk here in Point Dune had their stories. I'm interested in the story about the blood moon.
So class. You've had enough. Bring out enough.
What was your father doing here?
He didn't know anybody here. He could paint.
Has your father been painting long?
Laura's quite the art critic. She used to model. Photographers mostly. She specialized in exotic poses with snakes.
Nice.
Oh, Tom just gets so clever when he's trying to get into somebody's pants.
Nice.
Listen, when you go to bed with him tonight, why don't you let him?
Laura, I am tired.
Oh,
of having
Invasion of
to
the Beagles.
apologize
That's what it
for
was.
you.
Yep. I'll have to watch that sometime.
Yuck! This stuff is shitty tasting.
You're not supposed to eat the fuzz.
He said he was a collector of old legends. He thought my father knew something of the legend of Point Dune. I told him my father wasn't here. He said they could wait.
Are you lost?
No. I've been walking. Have you seen the fires on the beach?
No, I haven't. Good night.
There is something you could do for me.
Cameron, like these are mirrors.
What?
My zipper is stuck.
Can you
On
use
my
that?
vest.
Allowed to use that one?
I'm sure one of your traveling companions could help.
Well, they're very angry with me. They get jealous when I'm around strange women.
How awkward.
Really? So if you just
Well, it's fine.
very hard.
That's what she said.
No. I'm sure you could have done it yourself. Good night.
Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, this was what, 1970s? What's that work? Worked on everything.
Just sit in there and say goodnight.
Happens.
You are tough.
No, like a kitten.
So am I.
Tired. Not bad for playing straight. Show anything. Kicks off of YouTube.
Going out tonight?
I'm splitting.
How long?
Forever.
It's a long time. Why?
Because I'm tired. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of this place.
You just
I
about.
didn't get lost, you know. Came here on purpose. Why the hell Point Dune?
Trenton Beach? Maybe you could learn to body surf.
Good painting. Audience.
He's just farting around with that. Yeah, we'll let him fart around. I'm going to San
Let
Francisco.
him fart.
Mickey will take me in.
It's Mickey.
He's a drummer.
What about me?
You're just a kid. You're all right.
Go be a kid.
He's giving me too many lines.
Hey, Laura? Leave me some dope.
Keys are gone. Womp womp. Yep. Okay. Get that from Amazon. Hey, lady. You want to ride? The full moon night. A good shot. Construction workers. Cat calling you. Oh. There he is. Big truck. Hey, lady, we're going to the Dead concert. You want to go with us?
Want to ride?
Must have dozed before they went for a ride.
What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, hey, thanks.
Wow.
You coming back from the waiting?
What?
The waiting at the beach.
Uh-uh.
You like Wagner?
Wrong back there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Super.
Here.
You can, let me off in town. Guys must have been, working late.
Oh,
Moonlighting.
Hmm.
Everybody was out there tonight. Even the little creatures. I found a lot of them.
A lot of what?
Beach rats. What's wrong?
Nothing. What do you do with them?
With them? I eat them. That's what I do with them.
crunchy rat.
I've got another if you'd like.
No, thank you. I'm just gonna get out right here.
You don't want it?
No. It's a very nice night's walk.
Oh, you got some.
Jesus.
Dirty hippies. Holiday motel. Hotel motel. Holiday Inn. Closed. We're closed.
Hello? Hello?
Shot this. What? Dining set for $40? Wow. Wow.
Hey,
Wouldn't be an episode without me breaking up my keyboard.
hey.
Hey. Follow me to Ralph's. Let's go eat at Ralph's.
Hey.
It's not gonna Hey. Hey. Welcome to Ralph's. Why did they ever get rid of those turnstiles? Follow me. Follow me to the meat aisle. Looks like Patty Smith. Look at that. Look at the prices. 29 cents for a cucumber. A cucumber. How much was roast beef? Hey, Geraldo. He always freaks me out. It's one of the movie theaters game. Freaky. Super cool though. Meat. What's wrong with everybody?
July 17th. I dread the night coming on now. The fires on the beach are more numerous, and more of them are coming out at night from the town. It's more horrifying than I expected. A crazy old man told me a story today about Point Dume a century ago, and a dark stranger arriving, and the monstrous things that happened to people when he came. I thought I was going mad, but worse now. I think the hideous things I'm seeing are not imaginary.
What do you do?
What is this bullshit?
Fiddling.
I can't get any stations in.
You know.
Laura didn't say anything else. Girl her shoes and she walks out.
I have this movie.
Radio 94
Originally
in Buffalo, the voice of Idaho.
54 minutes
Idaho.
before. Covered a
Idaho.
lot of public domain movies that way.
Where are all the stations here? Why are they all out? There are no stations in this town. You can't hear anything.
Listen to the radio anymore. Everyone's got iPods,
Can't we go, Tom?
cell phones.
It's not that I care. It's just that I'm scared.
What?
I don't know.
I tried to sleep, and I
Doing
fell
that.
in and out of half dreams. I remember my father saying that you're about to awaken when you dream that you're dreaming.
Great blue. Slide. The full music video. Huh?
Tom, father?
It looks like her. It's my face. Ready here.
I felt like I was losing control.
Mm-hmm. Every day of my life.
Losing control. It's not nightmares any longer, but something like a sickness that's still there with the sunrise. I think my body is being taken over by some unspeakable evil that's turning me into
Reflection. Raining where you guys are. Comment below. Forget to like and subscribe.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The light was on in the studio. I thought I thought someone was in there.
There's a big bag.
So,
There was a painting.
come on, you've been having bad dreams. Come on, get in.
Yes.
I don't know what else to do. Nobody in town knows him. I don't know where else he'd go.
Arletty, I think you should leave here.
That's a great idea. Why don't you both leave? Then maybe I could get a little sleep.
Yeah. More people staring at you, sleeping. People really punch their pillows. You punch your pillows. Yeah, we.
Hello? Yes, it is. What? I don't. Where?
The police said it must have been a mental problem. They had picked up my father twice in town. He was found wandering around before dawn. He never knew where he was, what he was doing in the dark streets. And then people reported seeing him on the beach, building a huge sculpture. The tide must have collapsed it on top of him.
After this is over and we get through with some paperwork, I think you should take the young lady out of town. We're not really a tourist town, and strangers only bring problems.
Identify his hand.
July 20th. If
It
the
was
cities of the
Union.
world were destroyed tomorrow, they would all be rebuilt to look like Point June. Entirely normal. Quiet. Silent though, was the shared horror. I know it's hiding now beneath its stucco skin.
How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now.
Fletcher.
Oh, shit. I remember the night my father died. He was coming home from work, drunk. His stuff bleeding out of control. They found children eating raw meat. And it was like the town was festering with an open sore till the night that they. We're never going to leave this place, are we? To keep down out of the canyon. Somebody came while you were gone.
Who?
I don't know. I heard this noise at the other end of the house. Sounded like somebody crying. I looked all over, but I didn't see nobody.
Well, that's not normal.
Haven't you go to a film,
What?
movie?
Oh, a show.
Look at show.
Great. I get to take the car. Then you two can be alone together.
I sat in my father's chair. The mundane scenes around me were of Point June. They were slightly distorted and foreboding, as if they were hiding some message, just as I knew now. Town was hiding some dark fear.
He was staring at him.
July 21st. My body temperature has dropped to 85. This morning I passed blood again. It's as if the thing that's taking over my body no longer needs human blood.
You listen to Taylor Swift, is that why your ears are bleeding? Attack me. That's my first one. I was listening to Taylor Swift and now my ears are bleeding. That was very moving. Great. Lighting, color scheme, yeah. How does that work? No, like this sort of zombie thing.
Tom, I didn't feel it. Why didn't I feel it, Tom?
I don't know. It's as if the thing that's taking over my body no longer needs human blood.
Father had beautiful hands. They were fine, long, almost feminine fingers. He was ashamed of them in a way. He used to laugh and say that after the revolution he'd be shot. And pale hands were the mark of a decadent life. That's how I knew. Tom, why did they lie to me?
I'm waiting in the background.
Those weren't his hands. They were coarse and large. That wasn't my father.
Working man hands, not painter
You
hands.
should.
Yes.
Back to me again. Oh, here we go. Kiss tomorrow goodbye. Freaky. See, 50 cents a movie. Good old days, right? Close. Come to the movie. Don't forget to visit the concession stand for soda pop and popcorn and some candy. Smooth jazz. Play that flute, Aqualon. Sweaty armpits. Go. Sammy Davis.
You can't take all three of us. Wrong.
Isn't always milk and honey, free without care. Life isn't always fair and sunny. Life isn't always.
Get good, little Tim Marshall. Price has got to be paid for a tune. Not just with money.
I think that's where they got it from Scream. Scream 2. Right up front. Grant. Going to Grant. Soft colors. Can I go and smoke? Nice texture. Mannequin check. Nope. Boogies in my nose. Boogies in my nose. That's it, yeah.
Wait, please. You've got to help. We only live a couple blocks from here. We were watching TV when we heard them. They came crashing through the sliding glass door, making that noise, that awful noise. We tried to get the children, but they already had them in the hall. They went after them like sharks. My husband dragged me out, and we ran to some neighbors who had guns, but it didn't stop them. They kept attacking anyway. He's still there. You've got to help.
I can't.
What's wrong?
We'll do a lot of crying blood.
Wait. starting.
Better get home.
I'm very sorry.
July 28th. I cut myself this morning. My finger was nearly severed. Without feeling any pain, I ripped it off the joint.
If I still feel
I'm disintegrating rapidly.
focus on, okay. Like poultry too. Bugs. No bugs come out of your mouth. I have a car, just leave. Shoot him, man. Shoot him in the head. Yep, here it comes. Oh no. And out. No. He's gonna eat you. Shoot him, man. Shoot him in the head. Kill the brain. Kill the brain. What movie should I watch next? Comment below. Like and subscribe. You done again? The original. The long version. I'd have to start early. It's the 2.5 hour version. I do that, I have to start early. I'm done. Oh.
Father? Aladdin, I tried to warn you.
I got out.
I dragged one of the bodies they killed up on the beach, but you still didn't leave.
Father was ill.
Little time left. You'll have to go. Tell people on the outside. Warn them that what happened 100 years ago is happening again.
What?
Cicadas.
Listen. Please listen.
COVID.
Came 100 years ago. A hunter first saw him.
Hey, Paul. Paul Ingalls. Got me a fox. None of captain. Man in black. Howdy, partner.
He told the hunter that he had been a minister
Fringes.
and had come over the mountains with the Donner Party. He passed that horrible winter with them and saw men commit hideous acts. He said that he himself had eaten human flesh. But it survived because he had faith. Faith in a new master. The hunter didn't understand when the dark stranger said he was spreading this new religion. When they found the hunter, he looked as if he'd been attacked by some kind of animal, half eaten. As he was dying, he told them of the dark stranger, and they assumed he was delirious. When he went into a fit, biting like a rabid dog, they shot him. Dark stranger watched the chaos, and he walked into the sea and said he would return 100 years later to a world tired and disillusioned, a world looking back to old gods and old dark ways. Oh, world. You've got to go now. Most of this town is infected. It's got to be destroyed before the moon turns blood red. And he returns to lead them up the coast and inland into the cities.
We can both go.
They took me, and they did this to me.
Help me!
We'll go home.
You can't. I already tasted human flesh.
If you love your daddy, you will kill him. And bury him. Put him in the ground. Gotta bury him. Fire to his body.
Arletty?
Up to me, my favorite.
Arletty? Arletty? Arletty?
Why didn't you leave?
I came back here to get you.
Tom, it's too late.
I saw them in town. They're traveling in packs like wolves.
Animals.
I think the hotel.
Maybe not the year. Listen to Taylor Swift again.
I was dreaming. We were in a forest. And it was snowing. Trees were wet. And you were looking up. And I asked you what you were thinking. You said you were thinking about all the people.
Thinking of all the people living in this life.
Came to a village. We spent the night in a wood room. The next day it was so cold. We stayed in bed to keep warm.
Now,
We thought we must have made it out of the town. And then we saw the first one. They were coming down to the beach as they did every night to stare at the ocean and wait.
Sure.
We could go no further. They were all around, watching us, staring at us, as if we were trapped animals, caught, already bleeding, yet still struggling hopelessly. We hoped to make it to one of the small boats on the horizon, and then we would drift out and head for safety down the coast. He was having trouble with his arm.
How we can.
I had hurt him,
I was real bad.
and now I couldn't help him. Boats didn't seem any nearer.
Folks. You get that. Open water.
And the last thing I saw was the setting sun. They hadn't let me drown. They had pulled me from the water. They had prevented my last escape. That night, most of the town was on the beach. They built their fires, not for warmth, but as beacons to be seen from the black ocean. They dressed me in an old gown. I was to be offered. And following their prophecy, the moon turned blood red, and the dark stranger returned.
Nice. Nice hair. Don't tell me they did it.
He let me go with a story that condemned me, knowing that they wouldn't listen. He was right. I made it back, and they put me here.
He told them of the dark stranger. And they assumed he was delirious. When he went into a fit, fighting like a rabid dog, they shot him. The night the moon turned blood
Red and the moon got up.
horrible, pale
Close
creatures who were no
people were
longer
being jerked. What happened?
crashed into farmhouses and gorged themselves.
Man can do horrible things.
For
Animals. So shit around the streets 100 years ago.
During the day, they let me out with the others. We sit in the sun and wait. We sleep. And we dream,
And be merry.
each of us dying slowly in the prison
Story of our
of our
lives.
minds. And at night, I roam the empty halls, listening to their whispering. I try to find someone who can hear me, because I had to warn them that back there in that small town on the coast, they're growing in number and moving out into the rest of the world, spreading their sickness. And in order to live, they'll take you one by one, and no one will hear you scream. No one will hear you scream.
Oh, Gillian Bishop did the soundtrack. Well, everybody, that was Messiah of Evil. Thank you. Don't forget, this Sunday, I'll be interviewing Nervous Gender Reloaded. I'll be taking off the weekend of 4th of July. And then after that, July 14th, I'll be interviewing Joe Castro. Okay. And if there's anything you guys want me to watch again next week, let me know. Subscribe, like, subscribe, tell your friends, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Go ahead and turn this off. Stop sharing. And this is the end. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.